Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? I don't know if you remember me, but what's up? It's Jen, and I'm back with a Project Pan update that is a lot of months past when I made my intro. Yeah, so I don't have any like super exciting reasons for that, but no, actually, it's just work stress and also just my feelings towards Project Pan in general right now with my collection. We can get into that at the end of the video, but I'm gonna update you on the products. So we're just gonna start there and then maybe get into other things after that. So yeah, let's just start there. Okay. I'm gonna start with the eyeshadow All That Glitters. And my goal with this was to finish it, right? Which it's not done yet, but I used this 54 times. I actually counted, I tracked this stuff, but I used it 54 times since the project. But this is extremely old, right? This is one of my first eyeshadows that I ever got from MAC, like probably in 2004. Okay, I'm not even lying to you, maybe 2005, something like that. So it's hung around, but it was one of my favorites. And anyway, I'll put up the comparison pics. I have been using this pretty consistently. I think in the last video I might have mentioned I was not concerned, but like thinking it might be a little too warm for how I like my eyeshadows these days, but it's been fine. I'm wearing it now. Like it's definitely not like a cool toned eyeshadow. It's in my crease actually. Yeah, but it's doable. It's workable. Part of me was also like, is it a little too shimmery for my everyday preferences these days? And it's fine. Like it is a little bit shimmery, I'm not gonna lie. It's not like crazy, but I can swing it for work, right? It doesn't look like something I'm not comfortable wearing to my job. So yeah, that's a pretty decent sized pan. And I've been rotating like a bunch of different shadows as well. And I mix it with other colors to make it more dimensional, I guess. But yeah, this is where we're at. So we are making great progress on it. So we'll see where we're at sometime in the future. I don't know when I'm making my next Project Pan video, but that's the update on this. It's going well and I'm using it. I don't have a problem with it. It's not like a struggle. So we're keeping that in the project. Next, we have NARS Laguna. I have this little sample here that I got in a birthday thing from Sephora, right? I think a lot of people have this, but yeah, so this, my goal is also to finish this. I want to say I got this in 2020. So I've been using it a bit since 2020, but officially since I rolled it in January, I used this 71 times and now it looks like this. Now there's a pretty big pan in there. So that's really cool. Yeah, I like it. Again, kind of like All That Glitters. I was worried it might look a little too warm on my skin tone, but I actually like it. I don't think it's too warm at all. Like I have this on today as well, and I think it's like a nice bronzer. So I'm going to keep using it. And honestly, it's not really a struggle to use. I'm going to lie to you. Like a lot of these things I'm just using like it's part of my everyday makeup basket. So it doesn't feel like I'm struggling to use it or like it's competing with all these other bronzers right now in my collection because I don't have a lot of bronzers in my collection anymore. I have more than I want, but not in a way where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not getting to my other bronzers. Like it's fine. I've been using like this and a different one, another one, and it's been okay. So it almost feels like, I don't even know if I should be calling this a project because I'm just using my stuff like normal. So I don't know if it really is like, but whatever. Yeah, we're keeping it in. And the goal, yes, is to finish this because I do have, you know, a few more bronzers in my collection that I also want to use, but it's not like this crazy emergency. So we're keeping this in. I've been enjoying it. It's been good. And I like that it's tiny, so it's easier to use up. I wanted to talk about this bronzer as well that I forgot to talk about before I wrapped up the video, but I had Chocolate Soleil. And this I wanted to use 15 times and I used it 23 times. So really I just wanted to get like more usage out of it because I haven't used it in a long time. So yeah, I got my usage out of it. It does look a little bit more like what 15 uses would look like on a bronzer. Nice product. I'm out of breath. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I had to run up and down the steps for something. But yeah, nice product. Very neutral. Nothing crazy though. Like, I don't know. I always like to have like a neutral bronzer in my collection that's not too warm, not necessarily super cool, but yeah, I like it. I don't know. Not much more to say. This is really, really old too. And it's actually part of a bigger collection that I used to have that I got for Christmas. And I just saved this out of the whole thing. This is Too Faced, by the way, in case you don't recognize the name. But yeah, that's it. So that's the update on this. Obviously rolling out, hit my usage. I don't have any more goals with this at the moment. All right, I have this really old Avon navy eyeliner. I couldn't tell you like specifics besides that because it's an old navy, an old Avon eyeliner. Yeah. I want to finish it in January, and now we're down to here. Like that. Like, sorry, like this. So you can see it came down like a decent amount, but that's where like 5 months worth of time got me. And again, feels kind of silly saying that this isn't a project because I don't have too many eyeliners left. This is just old, and I want to make sure I finish it, which was going to happen regardless if I had it in a project or not. But yeah, because I have an e.l.f. liquid eyeliner and this, and I just bought a new brown eyeliner. So I don't have like tons of eyeliners that I'm trying to work through. It's literally just those three, and I'm using them like, I guess like a non-panner, like I don't want to say normal makeup person, but like low-key, like that's just how it's been. But I do want to get this moved out because it is really old. I like it. It's nothing like super exceptional, but it's like good enough to use. You know what I mean? Good enough to use to have it. I like the navy. It's cool, but it's starting to smudge a little bit. It's getting a little smudgy, but it's not like you can't use it. So yeah, I don't know. Going to keep going with this and finish it. It is a classic navy color. Don't even want to bother swatching it because we all know what navy looks like. That's what it is. I'm going to do Glossier Dusk. So my goal is to finish this up because it is older and cream, and clearly it's not done yet. So that's the moral of the story here. It's not finished yet, but I did use this 57 times since January. So there you go. Cool. It's getting used. I tried to like draw a line here to, I don't know if you can even see it anymore, but there was like a line right here to kind of show like how high up it was, and it definitely has come down a lot since then. So it's definitely a lot flatter. Yeah, comparison picture might have been easier to kind of see that, but I just didn't take a picture of this. I thought I was going to just do like the line thing and just have that be it. But yeah, that's how much we have left. This isn't something that I put a ton on of when I do use it because it's so pigmented, so I don't want to overdo it. So it's going to be like a slow crawl to being finished, but it's fine because I'm not like in a rush to finish it. I just want to make sure I'm using it. That's it. And then yeah, and it doesn't seem like it's gone off at all. It still seems to be performing. Yeah, and it does come out like kind of crazy, so you have to like be really careful. But like it's like a peachy shade like that. It's really, really pretty. Yeah, no problems with it. Sometimes it is easier though to just use a regular powder blush, so you're not like squeezing the heck out of it and it's all coming out a little crazy. It's like much easier to just throw on a powder blush. So that's one point of data, but like other than that, it's still a nice blush. So we're gonna keep using it until it's done. Okay, we're down to our last three products. So next we have the Bare Minerals Juju, I guess, liquid lipstick. My goal was actually just to use this 10 times, and then I think I was gonna decide like, do I want to finish this or what's the deal, declutter it, like make a choice after the 10 times. I actually used this 28 times. So I went over the 10 times I was originally planning on for the project. And I don't really love this by itself anymore. This used to be like one of my favorite pink colors that I had, and now I'm just like, I like it, but not as like a full-on like application heavy, like we're tossing it on like heavy-handedly. No, it's like a mixer for me. Like I have it on today mixed with like one or two other colors actually. Well, if I have like a really flatter kind of nude color, I might want to mix a little bit of this in to give it more life, like that kind of thing. I'm not like going hard at putting it on. So the verdict is I'm gonna keep it. I do like it. It has a purpose. I'm not gonna be finishing this anytime soon. I mean, there's not, the stopper's out of it, but you know how these things are, especially this kind of formula. It just like, there's so much product in here that you don't even see half the time, and then you're like, oh, there's so much. I'm just going to keep it till it does eventually finish, but I'm not going to like put it in a project to like finish it, if that makes any sense. It's just going to be like a makeup product that I have. Eventually it will finish, and that's it. It's like a good little tool for like a pink lipstick. So there you go. But it is a nice product. I really like these a lot. I just like, I'm not really a huge fan of like matte, straight up matte lipsticks anymore. I definitely have like a lip balm underneath this because I'm just, yeah, not into a very matte, strong looking pigmented lipstick these days. I like a more chill version of lip product if I'm gonna pick anything. Sometimes I don't even wear lipstick, that's the truth. I'll just like put a little bit of lip balm on and maybe like a dash of something else and call it a day. But yeah, that's in the project. Then we have the ColourPop Frickin' Frack. This is the this is the Ultra Satin Lip. It is a sample that I got many years ago, and it looks like this. This is like a reddish, like a darker brownie red type of color. And my goal was to finish it, and I did not finish it. And in fact, I rolled this out after a few months in the project, so maybe like in March or something like that. Let me look back here. Yeah, I rolled it out in February. So I knew at that point that this was not a color I wanted to continue trying to force at all. Like even to mix with other colors, I'm like, I don't want to do that. I just want to put it away. Not because I don't like it, but it is a very strong color and not a bad color. I think it looks nice on. I think I wore this in the actual Project Pan video that I made. So it's not like a bad color. It's just like really dressy for me, and I just don't want to fuss with it too much. And it's just not something I see myself using or whipping out in like spring, summer, you know what I mean? Just not that kind of thing. So this is definitely getting rolled out of the project because I just don't want to play with this at all or try to finish it because there's still a lot of product. Like I know it's very little, and again, if you wear makeup, you know, like I don't have to explain this to you, but there's like, you know, you could probably get some uses out of this. I'll keep it for now, but it's just not going to be in the project, period. So there's that. At the Beach by Bath & Body Works. My goal was to just get progress on it, beginning of the year progress, because usually I whip this out in like summer, spring, summer, like that, but I was like, let's give it a head start, and maybe we can make even more progress on this, like, so maybe we can kick it out by the end of the year. But I don't think that's gonna happen. That's okay, because that wasn't the goal anyway. It was just to get progress, more than I might have, or just any progress. And I went from here down to here. I used up that much since we started in January. So that's fine by me. Yeah, I like the scent a lot. This is like one of those, for me, like perfect beach scents. Like very coconutty, kind of like sunscreen, but not too sunscreeny. It has like a sweetness to it that I really like. So I still enjoy it. Like the thing is, I brought out some other seasonal fragrances that I want to play with as well. So I don't know how much, if this is going to get as much use, ironically, during the months that I would be using this the most, you know what I mean? But I guess it's okay, because I did use it a little bit. So a lot, rather. This was like one of the main fragrances pretty much since January that I've been just like throwing on. But I still enjoy it. I'm just also now rotating in like a Sol de Janeiro body spray that I have, and like a couple of samples, like Ellis Brooklyn samples. I like playing with those. So this might not get as much use as it was getting at the beginning of the year. But yeah, I guess we can say this is in the project, but nothing, I'm not having like crazy expectations either. It's just a very relaxed, like we'll see what happens kind of a thing. But yeah, I do want to use this up though, because this is from 2018. Okay, like I remember specifically, I was pregnant with my daughter when I bought this. She's now 7 years old. Like it's a time capsule, and it hasn't gone off. It's still going. But the main lesson is, the main lesson with these things is like I'm never buying a full size body spray like from Bath & Body Works ever again, because I get real tired of it. I'm not tired of this, but I don't want to be trying to pan a body spray for years and years and years. But also, I want to note that like when I first got this, I was not as liberal with spraying it on as I was later on. I don't know why I was so ginger about it in the beginning. Like, yeah, back in the day, like I would just like do 1-2 squirts like it was perfume or something. And now I'm like, why was I doing that? Like, it's a body spray. It's going to evaporate in like 30 minutes anyway. So like you can have more of a liberal application. And you can kind of tell, like there were other times I was using this like in the past and that it's like, yeah. And over time it just gets wider because I learned that we don't have to be so careful with it, which I kind of knew, but for some reason wasn't using it that way. I guess now we can talk about like where Project Pan is going, or like my thoughts around Project Panning and stuff like that. Okay, so the deal is, for a long time now, I haven't had issues with like purchasing makeup. My journey with my makeup collection has been like, let me put it this way. The height of my purchasing makeup was probably like right after college. So that's like what, 2004, right? Till maybe 2010. Like in that window is probably when I bought the most makeup, those 6 years. And since then I kind of like stopped buying it. So I was like really not buying much makeup in 2010. Like, so this is before like the panning thing happened. This is before like all that. So I kind of put a pause on it. And since then though, I was just dealing with like a huger collection, you know what I mean? Because obviously a lot of stuff accumulated within those years, and it was kind of like a mix of decluttering, of project panning, of like just rotating things, whatever, as people do. As people do when you have a bigger collection. And then over the past couple years, I shrunk my collection and I just kind of rotate things organically now. Like I'm not saying I have a minimal collection, like some categories are definitely minimal, but that said, yeah, it's not a thing where I feel like a framework like Project Pan really makes sense anymore for my collection. Like you could probably tell, like as I was talking about my products, I almost feel like I'm cheating, like with all the progress I'm making on these products, because, well, first of all, I haven't made a video since January, so there will be more progress. But like, I feel like I shouldn't even have that framework around my collection. I do want to finish things and then rotate in the next thing, but that's kind of like what you do when you don't have a huge collection anymore, or when you're just kind of like at peace with your collection. Honestly, like I feel like I'm at peace with my collection, so that's kind of why we're thinking about what Project Pan will look like. I will update you on the things that I decided to keep in. So I don't think I'm going to count these two in there. Okay, like these are out. Everything else is in still. So I am trying to finish these four. Okay, these are trying to be gone. And this is also trying to be gone, but not in a strict kind of way. This is just like keep it out all year and spray it, and like when you want to use it, not forcing it. We don't hate pan here, but like, you know, like as I organically use it, we'll see where it goes. But I'll keep tabs on this for y'all. I'll keep tabs on it, but I don't expect like crazy progress. I don't think it's going to be anything like, oh my gosh, I finished the whole thing in like 2 months. Like that's not going to happen, but that's okay. That's okay. So that is my deal. I don't think I'm rolling in anything at this point. I don't think there's anything that I have my eye on to finish in this type of format, like in makeup. Nail polish is a whole other journey. We can probably talk about that in a different video. I will be making an empties video as well coming up soon, because I have a whole bunch of those like piled up. I want to get them out of the house. So expect that from me very soon. I'm excited because work is letting up a little bit. I see myself finally being able to update things in a more like bandwidth kind of, like I can do that now. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I know it's been a while. Hopefully you stay subscribed, but you know, I will check you out in the next video. Bye.